we need to understand what is the purpose. Okay, so what is the purpose of creating this one? What is the purpose of this need? Okay, are you guys clear? So yes, I will tell you clearly. So happy evening to each and every people. So before entering into our class, so how many of you ready for today's find yourself? Ready means just type ready Bharani in the chat box. Organizer. So I take a moment to appreciate each and every people because it is not easy. Okay, it is not easy to follow a continuous 25 days. But you guys have already done that. I hope you guys are going to complete 30 days and get your certificate also. Yes, happy to see you. So happy for you and then all the best for your career. Okay, super. So ready burning and ready burning. Okay. So because it is not a simple thing. Okay. So following one thing for more than 25 days. Yeah, super. But you guys have already done that. And today's find yourself is going to be something is always better than nothing. Okay. So as I told you in the day one itself, don't think I am having career gap. Don't think I am a non-IT department. So don't think. Okay, just act. Yes. So thank you so much for coming, guys. Yeah. So don't think, just act. Always something result need to be in your hand. Okay. So don't worry about the final result. Don't worry about your okay. So the your efforts. Okay. Kindly focus on. Okay. Today, if you learn something or not. Okay. So today, if you learn something or not. Okay. Something is always better than nothing. It is clear means just type okay. Varani chat box and happy to see your comments. Thank you so much for that. So we will enter into our today's class. Okay. So what is Express.js? Yes, I hope every people join. We will wait for other people too because if you don't understand the need for the technology, you cannot able to develop that further. Okay. Yeah, super. So here, thank you so much. Okay, Barney. So I will tell you clearly. Okay. So for our front end, we use React.js. Okay, that is good. Okay, that is good. For our backend, we use Node.js. Okay, that's also good. And then for our database, we are going to use MongoDB. Okay, we are going to use MongoDB. Okay, but now what is the need for? Okay, so what is the need for? Okay, sorry, MongoDB. Okay, what is the need for Express.js? Okay, what is the need for Express.js? So already there is a backend technologies available. Already there's a backend technology available, Node.js. But why there is a need for Express.js? So what is Express.js? Okay, so that is what we are going to see today. So kindly listen. I'm going to compare Node.js and Express.js with our car. Okay, with our car. So wait for that, I will tell you. So before that, Express.js is a minimal and flexible Node.js web application framework. As I saw in our day one, what is framework and what is okay, so what is framework and then what is our library. Okay, so framework means yes, clearly listen. As I told you before, framework means it is going to be like a textbook. You cannot able to or guys cannot able to okay, yes, you cannot able to pass your exam or subject without studying the textbook. Okay, same like that, clearly listen. Same like that, framework is like a textbook. There is already a pre-written code. There is already a pre-written structure. So without using the structure, we cannot able to create our application. It is clear. So like a textbook, without able to study the textbook, without studying the textbook, we cannot able to pass our exam. We cannot able to get our knowledge. So that is called as framework. So framework is going to be a set of program. Okay, so a pre-written program only. It is going to be a set of programming lines So without a framework, we cannot able to develop that application. Yeah, super. So clear, Barney, okay? Then what is mean by library? I will tell you again. So Barney, what is the mean by library? Here you can see it is also a set of pre-written program, but it is like a story book. Okay, guys, we only go for library for our entertainment purpose or our infotainment purpose. But going to study, okay, going to study the books in the library, not going to bring you the marks, okay. Same like that, it is the must needed one, but it is a optional one, okay. For example, we create a component like first.js, second.js, and third.js, okay. So first.js is the React component, a React library. Second.js is the React component, a React library. So we can study so many storybooks. We can skip so many storybooks. Okay, we can skip so many storybooks. Are you guys clear now? So framework is like a textbook, and then library is like a storybook. It is must needed. It is optional. It is clear, mates. Just type wow Barani in the chat box. It is clear, mates. Just type wow Barani chat box. So now what we are going to do is, what is the real need and the real difference for Node.js and then Express.js? I hope everyone clear with the library and then framework. So today we will compare Node.js and Express.js in both. So in our theory part and then in our program itself, I'm going to create a backend server using Node.js. In parallel I'm going to create a backend server using express.js. Okay, are you guys clear now? Yes, hopefully you guys understand that. Okay, super. So now clearly listen to me. Express.js is a minimal and flexible Node.js web application framework. We saw about the what is the difference between a framework and then a library. So now that provides anyway. Yes, guys. Okay, so now I hope that I'm audible. Okay, yes. Kindly wait. Super. Am I clear? So my voice and video is clear now? Yes. So clear means just type clear but in chat box. That provides a robust set of features to develop web and mobile application. Okay? Are you guys clear? So that is going to provide a simple, okay, that is going to provide a simplest way. Why we need a simplest way? So already we have a Node.js for our backend. It simplifies the process of building server and APIs. So with the Node.js also, we are going to build this server. With the Express.js also, we are going to build this server. Okay. Then what is the difference and what is the need? Okay, wait. Thank you so much. Clear burning. Clearly listen. So Node.js is like okay. So powerful engine. Are you guys clear? So Node.js is like a powerful engine, and it don't have, okay, so kindly wait. Oh yes, okay, okay, I hope now I'm clear. Yes, clearly listen. So now a small server is okay. Yes, clearly listen. Node.js is a powerful engine of a car. So compare this example, you can able to clear that. Okay, compare this example, you can able to clear with your doubts. Okay, hold on, listen. Okay, So the first class is going to be the best class, okay? So clearly listen, I will tell you the theory part very clearly and then easily. Our backend is going to be our car, okay? So backend is going to be our car. Now, what is Node.js? So Node.js is the powerful engine of the car, okay? But we have only the engine. Are you guys clear? We have only the engine. There is no door, there is no windows, there is no AC, there is no steering, okay? There is nothing present. What we need to do? We need to install each and everything in the node.js. It is clear now? So it is clear now, okay? So backend is like a car. Node.js only provide a powerful engine, but the other things are we need to install manually. Okay, just imagine you are going to buy a car. Okay, the company provide you only the engine and the four wheels, but other things the roof and the door and then seat and then the cover for the seat, steering and then handbrake. So handbrake, each and everything you need to install manually. So that is Node.js. Okay, but now we are going to buy a complete car. Okay, we are going to buy a complete car. So provide all things. Okay, so provide all things already. Okay, okay, it's clear. So Express.js have their inbuilt modules already. We know, okay, there is no need to install it manually. Are you guys clear now? So totally backend is going to be a car. Node.js only provide powerful engine, but Express.js going to add the other features to the powerful engine. So that's why it is called the backend framework. Are you guys clear now? So clear means just a clear Barani in the chat box with on fire emoji. Okay, I hope you got the example. It is we can also use Node.js alone for our backend creation. But what we need to do, we need to install each and every modules. But whenever we are going to use Express, everything is already installed. Only thing we need to do is to drive the car. Okay, only thing we need to do is to drive the car. I hope you guys understand the difference and the need for the Explore.js. So that's why Node.js is going to build on the, okay, sorry for that. Express.js is going to build on the Node.js. So already there is an engine. Now what we are going to do, we are going to provide the framework for the outer look of car. So after creating that, we are going to run the car, okay? Run the backend. Yes, super Bernie. I hope everyone now easily got the need for Express.js. So now look into this PPT. It simplifies the process of building servers and API. You can also create the server using Node.js, but using Express.js, it will be more simple. Okay. Yes. So now making it easier to handle HTTP requests, routing, middleware. So middleware means another kind of software between two process. Okay, a middleware means another kind of software between two process integration and then more. Okay, each and everything is made simple using Explorer.js. For example, so routing means router. Okay, so route for your home, route for your district, route for your state. Okay, same like that. So this part is our, okay, sorry guys, the first part is our Express.js. I mean the node. Sorry, so hiccups. Okay, yes, kindly wait. Okay, okay, clearly listen. So this is going to be our node.js. This is going to be our express.js. Okay, in routing method, we need to use manual request.url. So in our previous day class, we saw about node.js. Okay, you request.method equal to get method and request.url equal to we need to use manual method. Okay, but here simplified using app.get, app.post. Okay, and In our previous day class, we write response.writeHead, the status code, and then response.end. Okay. Here there is no need for response.status code, response.writeHead. There is no need for that. Okay. Middleware. So must manually implement. Built-in support for middleware. Okay. So middleware is nothing but, okay. So middleware is nothing but IAM. Okay, it's clear? So middleware is nothing but IAM. So what I'm providing you, yes, there is a technology and there is a you guys, okay? So there is you. So I am between you and the technology monster. Clearly listen, okay? So middleware is nothing but simplifies the concept, okay? For example, so monster and then me. So I am the middleware, a software, okay? A software, and then you. What I am doing now, I am going to simplify the technology and then providing you the concept. So I am going to simplify all this technology and then providing you the concept. Now it is understand, I am the middle of your career and your dream, okay? Yes. So monster career and your dream. So now what I am doing as a middleware means I am going to simplify the process for you. I am going to study all things, I am going to learn all things, and I am going to explain you a simplest way. So that is the purpose of middleware. It is clear? So clear means just type thank you in the chat box, okay? Are you guys clear? Yes. So I am the middleware for you. So sometimes we need to manually implement some middleware, but here there are some already pre-built middlewares are there. So that's why using express.js to build our backend is very much simpler than our node.js. Okay, so that's why we are using express.js as a framework. I hope everyone clear now. So announcement, no attendance link, more than 70% presence is needed, and moreover 23 days is required to get a free certificate. So use the same mail ID and use our community group to clarify your doubts. Okay, so thank you so much guys for your love. I hope you got the real meaning of middleware now. So ready means, so just type let's code with one fire emoji in the chat box. So today, don't bother about that. I'm going to create server using node.js. At the same time, I'm going to create server using express.js also. I will tell you clearly, okay? Yes. So what we are going to do is, we are going to create a new folder. Yes, new folder. So I'm going to compare node, which is express. This folder is going to be named as node, which is express, okay? Yes, versus express. Thank you so much guys. Let's go. I am also excited, so don't bother about previous class. So today class also I'm going to create server using node.js and then server using express.js, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate into that folder and then I'm going to open the command prompt in that folder. Okay, I'm going to open the command prompt in that folder. Okay, users, admin, desktop, FOC 30 days, date 26, node, which is express. So inside that folder, what I'm going to do is inside that folder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize node package manager and provide yes for all options. Okay, yes for all options. So now you can see that nothing is inside our folder. Okay, nothing is installed inside our folder. Now after running this command, okay, after running this command, yes, the package.json is installed in our folder. Okay, the package.json is installed inside our folder. So this is the package going to provide the modules for us. So now what we are going to do is not this, okay? So in the same folder, we are going to open the Visual Studio Code, okay? In the same folder, we are going to open the Visual Studio Code. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create new two files, okay? I'm going to create two new files. One file is going to be node server.js, okay? So one file is going to be node server.js and then another file is going to be, okay, express server.js. Okay, so two file names. So one is node server, one is express server. It is clear means just type one in the chat. Why it is clear means just type one in the chat box. So now what we are going to do is we are going to, okay, we are going to require HTTP server, okay, a module. We need to manually install some module, okay. Yes. So constant HTTP, the hypertext transfer protocol. We need to require, require HTTP module. You can see it is the module HTTP. To use the HTTP server and client, one must import the Node HTTP module. The HTTP interface in Node.js are designed to support many features of the protocol which have been traditionally difficult to use. Okay, it's clear now? So, okay. Yeah. So constant HTTP, require HTTP. Yes. So now what we need to do is we need to install Express framework. Okay, otherwise we need to install Express framework to use the Express. Okay, so for that, what we are going to do is kindly note down this command. So npm install. Okay, npm install, or you can provide just I. Okay, so I means install. So that is a shortcut key, or you can provide npm install also. So npm install, yes, in small letter express. Okay, in small letter express. Always clear in the bottom of my screen. So npm I express, or you can provide npm install express. Okay, the express module is installing now. The framework is installing. Okay, just to type npm install express. We can also provide. Okay, so this is a command install. Sometimes you make some spelling mistake. Okay, or you can provide npm I. That is also enough. So I means install. So npm I express. Always clear now. So just type in your chat box. So npm install express and npm I express, because we need a framework. Okay, we need a framework. That's why we installed here. So now what we are going to do is, in our express server, so constant, okay, so constant express, you can provide any variable. Okay, express equal to, we need to import that. Okay, require express. Okay, so you need to select this. So this is the, okay, this is the module. Okay, this is the module which we install. This is the module which we install. Okay, so constant express equal to require express. So this is the first step in creating a server using express. Please don't confuse. So kindly follow the file name. Okay, so node server.js, it is our traditional method. It is our current method. So we installed express for that, and then what we are going to do is, we are going to create our server. Okay, constant server equal to, okay, http dot create server method. Okay, http dot create server method. Inside that, what we need to do, yes, inside that we need to provide a function with request comma response model. Okay, so this is the method to create a HTTP server. Okay, so now here what we are going to do is we are going to create a app. Okay, we are going to create a app. You can provide server also, backend also, simply app also. Okay, we are going to provide a constant variable app equal to, we are going to assign the express module. Okay, so this is the method in express. Okay, we are going to create a app. We can provide a server also, or you can provide a backend also, whatever maybe. Okay, so just variable name. So now we imported the express module. We imported the express module. Now we assigned into a variable. Okay. Now we assigned it into a variable. That is a simple thing. Okay. So now what we are going to do is very simple. Okay. Very simple. App dot get. Okay. So app dot get the address. Okay. If the address is this one, a callback function is going to run. Okay, a callback function is going to run. Okay, so function, so request comma response, same thing but different. Okay, so we are going to use app.get method, but here what we need to do, we need to write manually, we need to write a if. Okay, if are you guys clear? If request dot method is double equal to, so we need to write this like, okay, get and then and at the same time request dot url. Here we are using so many methods. Okay, if the request dot url double equal to, so slash home means, okay, so then only what we are going to do, we are going to write a response. Okay, so are you guys clear now? But simply, but here you can see that we simply use app.get, app.post, app.put, app.delete. Okay, so that is the difference between Node and then Express. It is clear means just type clear Bharani in the chat box. So the third step also same, a request, okay, a response for a request. But here you can see we need to write a if method, we need to check a request dot method, we need to check a request dot URL, and then only we are going to provide the response. Okay, and then only we are going to provide the response. So here the response is also very simple. We can provide a response dot send hello, this is Express. Okay, yes, yes, thank you so much. So I hope everyone clear about the difference. Okay, here it is enough, it is enough. Okay, it is enough to provide a response for the request. Now here what we need to do, we need to provide, okay, so response dot status code equal to 200, a successful error message. Okay, I mean a successful message, and then we need to provide response dot, okay, set header. Okay, it is another method we need to write that. Okay, for example, when we are going to provide a response as plain text means we need to mention it as plain text. When we are going to provide a response as HTML file means, yes, first of all I write the program. Can you listen? The first argument is going to be content type, and then the second one is going to be, okay, the second one is going to be content type is going to be, so if you provide a normal text means a plain text. If you're going to provide a HTML file as a response means you need to provide a HTML. The text type is going to be HTML. Are you guys clear? So this is the header. Okay, the header of the URL, the header of the HTTP URL for better understanding. For normal text means you need to provide plain is enough. Okay, so text type is going to be plain, and then finally we are going to provide response dot end. Okay, so in Express server response dot send, here the response dot end, that is the difference. So now response dot end is going to be like hello from node. Okay, hello from node, and then the final procedure is going to be same for each and every one. Yes, so server dot listen. Okay, server dot listen, so port number 3000. Are you guys clear? Server dot listen port number 3000. So we can provide a callback function also. We can provide a callback function also. So function which will be called back after the server connection. Okay, so function is going to be console.log. Okay, so console.log. So inside that we can provide, okay, node server running. Okay, very simple guys. If you are able to understand the working of function and where to provide the function, this code is very simple. Okay, we already saw in our previous class also. Same thing. Now what we are going to do? Same thing. We created an app dot listen. Okay, app dot listen. We can provide another code 5,000. Okay, we can provide another code 5,000. So app dot listen at 5,000, and we can also provide a callback function like console dot log. Okay, console dot log. Here we can provide express server is running. So this is the difference. Okay, so kindly see the difference. It is also going to provide here. It is also going to provide here response for a request. It is also going to provide a response for a request, but just in a two lines. Okay, just in a two lines. It need a if condition to check that, to provide a set status code, to write the set header. Okay, content type and then the text by plain. Okay, so these are the things needed by Node.js, but it is enough to provide a server by Explore.js. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to open the terminal. First, I'm going to run the Node server. Okay, so Node, the file name is going to be Node server.js. Okay, so Node server.js. Okay, sorry for that. Yes. So when I'm going to run this, yes, Node server is running on the port number 3000. The address is going to be localhost 3000 slash home. Okay, wait for that. Okay. We will change after that. Yes, clearly listen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to search for localhost 3000. Yes, there will be nothing. Okay, but what I'm going to do now is when the address is localhost 3000 home. Okay, you can see. Okay, wait. Yes, you can see when the address is localhost 3000 slash home. When the if the address is localhost slash home means our response is going to be hello from Node.js. Okay, so hello from Node.js. Okay, are you guys clear now? So that's why the address is so much important. That's why the address is so much important. Now what we are going to do is same thing. Now what we are going to do is same thing. Control C. Okay, so Control C for terminate. Okay, Control C for terminate the server. Now it's time for Express. Okay, Express. Okay, sorry for the Express server dot js. Yes, when I provided that Express server is running on the local host 5000. Now what we are going to do? We are going to search for localhost 5000. Yes, hello, this is Express. Same thing. Okay, same thing. Request and then response. A response for a request. Only thing is going to be changes the simplicity. It is clear now. It is clear to me. Just type OK or in the chat box. So it takes 11 lines. It takes just 8 lines. Okay, just take 8 lines. There is no need for manual. Okay, authentication. So here we provided if request dot method equal to get and then request dot UR equal to home. We need to set the response dot status code. We need to set the response dot set header and then a response dot end. Okay, but here we are using only app dot get method. So a app itself have an input module for the HTTP. Okay, here we require HTTP, but here there is no require for HTTP. Everything will be managed by the express.js itself. Okay, always clear now? So now go through the difference between Node.js and Explore.js. So here you can see that we need a HTTP module to create a HTTP address. Okay, so you can see. But here there is no need for HTTP module. In our express.js, there is no need for a HTTP module. But in node.js, there is a need for a HTTP module. That is the difference here, okay? And we don't need to have a create server method. Instead, we don't need to check the if condition. Simply app.get, simply app.put, simply app.post, app.delete, okay? Okay, it's clear now? So that's why the express.js is comparing to node.js much better, okay? Okay, it's clear now? Yes. So kindly note on the program, very simple. So in our next day class, we are going to create a login form in React.js, and then what we are going to do is we are going to post the value. Okay. So today we get the value. Today we get the value. Tomorrow we are going to post the value. Okay. Are you guys clear? So don't miss out the each and every day live classes. Yes. So I hope you guys have the clear idea about Node.js and then Explore.js. So announcement, no attendance link, more than 70% enough, and then minimum 23 days is enough to get your free certificate. Use the same mail ID to join our community group. And thank you so much. So I will definitely give you a recap. Okay, as I told you before, so backend is going to be your car. Okay, so backend is going to be a car. So now what we are going to do is with the Node.js, we only have the powerful engine. We don't have the steering, we don't have the brake, we don't have the clutch, we don't have the seat, we don't have the roof. Okay, what we need to do? We need to require. Okay, we need to import each and everything. For example, HTTP and other things, Volter, whatever may be the library. Okay, we need to install separately. But you can see express.js provide all things already. Okay, providing all things already. So there will be a HTTP module inside the express.js. Okay, so these are the main advantages while we are using express.js over the node.js. Currently we need to prefer express.js. Okay, but we need to different. Okay, we need to differentiate. Express.js only provide the framework, but the engine is provided by Node.js. Okay, because you can see we install the Express.js also with the help of Node Package Manager. Engine will be there, but in the Node.js only engine will be there. But in the Express.js, along with the engine, there will be the frameworks. Okay, so that is the difference. I hope everyone clear about this. And in our next day class, we are going to see about how to create the login form in React, and then whenever we are going to submit the login form, how the backend is going to handle. Okay, we are going to connect the front end with the backend in our next day class. So don't miss it out. Right? Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully today's class will be useful and then simple. So we will see in our next day class. Okay, so bye bye. See you soon. Take care.